Welcome back, friends, and I do mean friends to the people that have clicked on this video after watching my other content, because let's face it, if you watch more than one video, you're basically a crazed fan who's obsessed with me. Listen, I don't make the rules. I just cancel people over them. Of course, in the era of social media, it's easier than ever to become obsessed with people from all walks of life. Maybe you're a health nut that really enjoys Tom Cruise and tries to follow his non-aging, soul-consuming, look-after-yourself kind of mentality. Or maybe you identify more with the red pill dudes and try to imagine yourself picking up chicks at the bar in your 33 cars. Social media influencers make it easier than ever to feel like you're part of their lives, to the point where we believe that we know them on deep personal levels. Whole industries and lives are built upon wanting to be just like the people we watch and consume. And when I can say consume, I don't mean in the Catholic Church sense where they're eating a piece of bread thinking they're consuming a dude. I mean more of like eating into your time thinking it's actually going to improve your life. Take The Rock, for example. Now, I'm not personally going to go get that ripped and sweaty for a movie, but I'll Photoshop my head onto his body in a totally creepy way to live out my fantasy for my own satisfaction. Aww. It's time to remember what a totally non-creepy way of being parasocially linked is, and that, of course, is hitting that like and subscribe button as we enter into the intro! Okay, and I'm sure you're already saying, Cece, why does it matter? Why are you rambling about this? First off, really good questions. Over the last year, we have seen the true lives of many social media influencers, from sexual assault allegations, sex trafficking, anti-Semitism, gambling, and crypto scams, just to name a few. And honestly, if I just guessed and threw a few in there randomly, I could probably go find articles that back up my totally bullshit claims. I think the bigger question is, why the fuck does anyone look up to these people? I understand the feeling that you lack direction and guidance in life, and having someone that you can look up to helps drive a sense of purpose. However, I don't think the people looking up to these influencers are necessarily bad people, while I'm sure some of them are. I think a lot of it just has to do with the fact that a need is missing in their lives and they're looking to fill it. And that is one of, companionship and socialization. Even if the outcomes for their lives might be toxic, even with an entity that doesn't know who you are, doesn't love you back. Personally, that's why I own 32 cats. It really fills in that big family hole in my life. This one's name is Twerp. Okay. I don't really own 32 cats, but I do see a timeline in which I do own 32 cats. It's after a long and difficult battle with a Neopets addiction at the ripe old age of 45, and I adopt them all from the same shelter, and I keep going there thinking each time, they're not going to let me adopt this cat this time. But they do, and turns out I never really dealt with the addiction and just transformed into a different medium. Look, what I'm trying to say is that the things we engage with online have an impact in our life, both positive and negatively. And you might be saying, yeah, no shit, CC, this is some level 1 shit, homie. And I agree. But yet we still see tons of people making the choice to engage with social media in a way that affects their behavior both offline and online. Which brings me to the second thing I want to talk about, and that of course is behavior. Behavior that honestly only seems to occur online and would be seen as unhinged. This person is making a scene because they are so emotionally unregulated if it was occurring in public. Except of course if you went to Walmart, it would just be a common aisle 3 problem. Now I'm sure having interactions online, we can all think back fondly to where we think to ourselves, damn, this person seems to be going way over the top with the response that they're giving me for such a mundane interaction. Why are they taking it so personally?
This guy disagreed with me. I'm gonna scroll his feed to find some things I can use against him.
The formula for these people are simple. Not getting your way, plus life problems, equals being an asshole over small things and realistically psychotic over medium things. In a culture where outrage and anger are the things driving clicks, it's honestly surprising that anybody uses their social media credit for positive. But I know they exist out there, and I truly do think it will become the norm in the distant future. If we all survive 2023 is, boom, classic overused doomer joke. And don't get me wrong, we have come a long way from where the internet started. But with the rise of mental health issues related to social media and our interactions online, the question is, what do we do about it? Well, there's always the soy option, of course, of actually being nice to your fellow people online, but that one is honestly really hard to sell to people, because it requires an understanding of reciprocal values that everybody's going to engage in. But I think that auditing our own thoughts and interactions online is a good and simple place to start. As for the parasocial aspect of the internet, the simple solution there is, if you feel like you lack a sense of identity, you might be a little too tied to a creator. Taking a little more time away each day to explore yourself is something that often is lost in the world of social media. Instead of displaying who we are expected to kind of perform for others. Reminding ourselves that we are our own people is important. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I had gotten a lot of positive feedback at my last one, and I wanted to try it again to see if it was just a fluke or if I am actually on my way to becoming the internet's next cringe lord. CC University does sound pretty base though. But for right now, the behavior that I want you to engage in is hitting in that like and subscribe button. Thanks for watching, much love, we'll see you next time.